Hi guys, and welcome to a bit of a news update. Now, I don't normally do this sort of news thing unless something kind of, big happens in the electric car world, like the electricity starting to charge thing, for example. But this is something which I've known for a couple of weeks, and I assumed everyone else kind of picked up on, but I can't find it anywhere online. Apart from a couple of forums, it just seems to have gone under the radar. So I thought I'd do a video to tell everyone about it, because it's quite a big difference in the Nissan Leaf world of things anyway. Now, it's related to the Nissan Flex arrangement. It's basically, for those that don't know, it means that you can buy a Nissan Leaf but lease the battery. If it's a Nissan Leaf Flex car, then it basically means that it's a leased battery car. Very briefly, and picking figures out of the air just to make it simple, if you buy a Nissan Leaf for £20,000, battery included, so the whole car as you would traditionally, then you've got the option of buying a flex car, which is basically a leased battery. So the purchase price will be, say, 15 to 16,000. So you're saving a big chunk on the initial purchase price, but you'll be paying about, well, at least £80 per month for the life of the car. And that's always been kind of the key, really, for the life of the car. You cannot change a flex car to a non-flex car. It basically means that it's going to be a leased for life battery. It's covered for warranty for life, which is kind of the selling point Nissan went down. It was even on the V5 Nissan Leaf Flex. So it's kind of set in stone and something we've always got used to. So if you're owning the car for just 2 years, it will make sense. You save 4 or 5 grand on the purchase price, and in a couple of years you'll have spent a couple of grand on the flex arrangement. So it did make financial sense on a monthly basis, at least, to get one. So yes, the news: you can now buy your Leaf battery if you've got a flex car from Nissan. They've obviously done a big U-turn, which is good, I suppose, because something had to change with the sheer amount of Leafs that were just sat there not being able to be sold. So yes, you can get a flex car, or if you want a flex car, you can now contact Nissan and buy the battery back. I believe the arrangement is you would basically ring up Nissan or go in a dealer, give them your VIN number and various other details, no doubt, and then they will come back with a price for that for the car, because obviously the price will vary depending on the age of the car and the mileage as well. Presumably the more miles you've done and the older it is, the cheaper the battery buyout is. Now, I don't have a price scale. There doesn't seem to be one. Nissan just say, well, it's each car's going to get its own price, which there must be some sort of algorithm or way of figuring it out, but I don't know what that is. All I can tell you is that a dealer checked one of his, as he called it, a stock car, and it cost £3,000 plus. Don't know what the plus means, whether that's plus VAT or minimum of £3,000 for a car he had sat there. So I reckon it's probably going to work out very similar to as if you'd bought the car outright initially. So let's imagine you've saved £5,000 on the initial purchase price and you've got a flex car. You've paid £2,000 in lease payments. I imagine they're going to probably want £3,000 to buy it out. It's hard to say. For people that currently own a flex car from new, it might not really make much of a difference, I guess. What it does do, actually, I think is a big benefit, is that it opens the market up significantly from a use point of view, because it means you can buy any Leaf out there, and there's quite a lot of Leafs for sale under the flex arrangement, and it means you can buy one without having to worry about this stupid lease payments, because you can then buy the battery lease from them after you buy the car. So I've had a bit of a look on Auto Trader, and at the moment there's several 2014, so about 2.5 years old now, Leafs under flex, 24 kilowatt a centre, done 24,000 miles, I believe. 2.5 years old, and the asking price was £6,500. So, a complete random guess of, say, 2.5 maybe for the battery buyout. I don't know. That would make it £9,000 for a fully battery-owned Leaf. 2.5 years old, a centre, blah blah blah. Now bear in mind that for the 24 kilowatt you've got a 5-year warranty. I think it's 60,000 miles, and for the 30 kilowatt you've got an 8-year warranty, or 100,000 miles. So if you can find a 30 kilowatt, it's not been out that long yet, 30 kilowatt flex Leaf that's only probably 6 months old, will probably be about 10 grand right now. So if you can add 3 or 4 grand onto that, it gives you a good idea of what you can do. So it basically gives you more choice, I guess. It may or may not be financially better to buy a flex car and then buy the battery out than just buying a battery-owned car. I don't know. As I've kind of said before, and a lot of people mentioned that it says Nissan Leaf Flex on your V5. You take your V5 in when you buy the battery out to Nissan, they send it off to the DVLA, and then several weeks later you would get a new amended V5 back, so it would take the flex part from the V5, making it fully official and nice clear cut for anybody that wanted to buy the car off you later on in the future. What would be nice for you guys to do, if you currently have a flex car, contact Nissan, give them you'll need your VIN number and presumably your reg and your details as well. They will then get a price for you of how much it costs you for you to buy the car out. So if you could post your year, mileage and model of the Leaf, and then how much Nissan have said it will cost to buy out, then we can get a good idea in the comments below of how much it's actually going to cost on a kind of rough scale, because there must be some way of figuring this out. So yes, that's the news. You can now change a leased car into a non-leased car, battery wise anyway. So that's good. It's something had to change, it had to happen, and now it is. I'm just curious because it's the same finance company that does Renault's, the Zoe. You can't buy the battery out. You can't buy, sorry, a non-flex equivalent Zoe. You always have to buy a leased arrangement with them, apart from this brand new 40 kilowatt that's coming out. So I wonder if they're going to do the same. I wonder if you can, as a Zoe owner, buy your battery out so you can own the car forever. It's like, yeah, possible. Watch this space, I suppose. If I ever find out that you can, I'll mention that as well. Right, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like all the stuff that people say, and I'll see you soon.